Good morning, everyone. If you would please stand. Good morning, everyone. If you would please stand for the processional. We shall not. We shall not, just like a tree. We shall not. Clap with us, y'all. We're fighting for our freedom. Yeah, we're fighting for our freedom, just like a tree. We shall not. We're standing for justice. We shall. Hey, we're standing for justice. We shall, just like a tree that's water. We shall not be moved. Oh, all of us together. We shall not be moved. All of us together we shall, just like a tree, planted the waters. We shall not be moved. Yeah, yeah. We're on our way to victory. We shall not be moved. We are on our way to victory. We shall, just like a tree. We shall not be moved. Hey, yeah. Oh, yeah. Said we shall not. We shall not. No matter what comes, no matter what may, we shall not be moved. Fighting for our freedom shall not be moved. Standing for justice, we shall not. Shall not. We shall not. Hey, on our way to victory, we shall not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We shall not be moved. Every day shall not, just like a tree. Waters, we shall not be moved. Yeah.
I can't sing. I'm also colorblind, but I have perfect pitch so I can hear good music. That's what we have going on here. So, thanks to the choir. Okay, folks, Durham Tech has been annually celebrating the Martin Luther King holiday for 40 years now. At the time of the first celebration in 1984, Apple had just released the first Macintosh computer. Prince was top of the charts. Purple Rain, of course. And Durham Tech was an institute, not a community college. It was also 2 years before the national MLK holiday was officially observed. So we at Durham Tech have been rightfully proud that we were 2 years ahead of the curve with our celebration. In reality, our commitment in 1984 is more remarkable than this. Recognizing and embracing the King holiday is not a given. While MLK Day has been observed nationally since 1986, it was not for many years until every state in the United States recognized it. So that was the year 2000, when all 50 states recognized the holiday. 2 of the states that held out the longest were just north and south of us, Virginia and South Carolina. Some of the holdout states moved only when they faced intense economic and political pressure. So Arizona refused to acknowledge the holiday. The NFL, in protest, pulled the 1993 Super Bowl out of the state. Lo and behold, 2 years later, Arizona voters approved the Martin Luther King holiday. To this day, there are still 2 states in the Deep South that combine the Martin Luther King holiday with a day commemorating Confederate General Robert E. Lee. So Durham Tech clearly could have gone any number of directions with the King holiday. Our community, however, chose to embrace it and to embrace it early on. And it's not hard to see why. King was a kindred spirit. He pursued racial and economic justice throughout the arc of his career. He became a national figure during the Montgomery bus boycott, which is about desegregating public facilities, and he died supporting the Memphis sanitation workers strike, which was part of his People's Campaign to expand opportunities for the nation's poor. It's easy to recognize those twin pillars of racial and economic justice throughout the arc of Durham Tech's history as well. We began as a multiracial institute that promoted economic advancement, and our current strategic plan contains specific commitments to equity, equality, and to economic mobility. So in the end, I think Dr. King would be proud of who we are and what we do, and likewise, I think we should all be proud that our institution, our community, chose to fully embrace the King holiday. It was a conscious choice and one that reflects core values that have been consistent for these 40 years. Now, before we move on to the rest of the agenda, I want to acknowledge some guests that we have in our very large group today, and forgive me if I forget anybody, and also I'll make a couple of announcements. I understand that we have some former colleagues and retirees with us today, including President Bill Ingram, who we have to thank for so many things, including a very nice building across the street with his name on it. So if you would, all former colleagues and retirees, if you could raise your hands so we could properly acknowledge you. See, some of them are being shy. But also like to thank members of the Board of Trustees for being here. Of course, we count on them for guidance and support, and they're part of our every success. And that includes Chair Tara Fikes. So if you folks could raise your hand, thank you. Thank you for everything you do. And also a special thanks to Congresswoman Valerie Fouché, who's been with us for multiple King celebrations, has helped us in innumerable ways, including helping us get federal funding for the affordable housing initiative at Durham Tech. It's a big deal. All right, a couple of announcements. As noted in your program, due to copyright concerns, recording or photographing our keynote speaker, Dr. Hilda Tompkins, is not allowed. Finally, please know that there will be a few surprises along the way today as a way of celebrating this milestone event. So I am going to exit stage right here and turn things over to the real talent in the room, the MLK Choir.
Good morning, everyone. Don't have a lot of voice, all that singing, but I didn't think about that part. I am honored to participate in the 40th Annual MLK Celebration here at Durham Tech Community College. Ironically, this being the 40th year of the event, it means that this event now has lasted the lifespan of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. himself, who died at age 39. As a longtime member of the MLK Committee and Choir, I can attest to the labor of love of every individual past and present who has participated in the planning, the setup, and the actual event year after year. It is with a warm heart that I think of some of the individuals we've lost along this 40-year journey. We've all strived to make this event engaging, informative, and uplifting to those in attendance, never losing sight of the core mission and purpose of Durham Tech employees who came together so many years ago. The hope is that this celebration inspires us as an organization to seek opportunities to work for social and economic justice and to simply just serve our community. The following video will include a look back 40 years ago to the origin of the celebration as told by a former employee, as well as others who have contributed to the celebration today. Enjoy this walk through 40 years.
The first Martin Luther King celebration was held in the Admissions and Registration Department. It was suggested by Sylvia Hunt and Dwight Patterson that we have a departmental luncheon to celebrate the occasion. At that time, I was the director of admissions and registration, and I agreed on one condition, that we keep the office open and that we do it during our lunchtime, because I knew students will continue to come in to ask about their financial aid. They want to know how much money they're going to get, and they wanted to check on the admissions process and had registration questions. We had the luncheon in the department for about 3 or 4 years. It kept getting bigger and bigger, and we really outgrew that room. Dr. Wynn came to one of our celebrations, and after that, he went back and assigned a campus-wide committee to have a campus-wide celebration on campus. That celebration was held in the Phillips Building, room 307, 308, and 309, and it continued to grow until this day.
I was a student at Durham Tech. I started at Durham Tech in 1999. And I graduated in 2022. I was on the, back then we called it the Student Senate. Now it's the SGA. And Miss Candace Capers asked me to read a poem during the MLK program. I just have good memories. It's always been a time for us to get together and reflect on myself as an individual, that, you know, I did have some dreams for myself, that some of them I have accomplished. And like I said, I've been here since 1999, and I've grown up here. and the MLK Celebration is a big part of that.
My musical experience actually began, I think in November of last year when the preparations were being made for the MLK Day. And so because it was the MLK choir, I wanted, when the notice came out from Dr. Davis that they were pulling that together, I said, I think I like that. So when I got there, all of a sudden I was assigned as voluntold that I would be the choir director because I had that experience. And I do it because I love people. I love people. I am a very extroverted person. I love good energy. And I always tell choirs, you only get back what you put out. And so I just like to see people inspired. I like to see people happy. And music does that.
Just the other day, I heard a man say that he didn't believe in God's word. But I can truly say that I found a way, and he never failed me yet.
Martin had a little J, a little J, a little J. Martin had a little J, peace and equality.
Thank you.
Good morning. I've had the honor, pleasure to introduce our guest speaker. But I have to give it a little context. I have to do at least a couple of minutes of saying how much this institution, Durham Tech Community College, represents everything that Dr. King was about. And I can truly say, and I want to say this to you while I have the opportunity, I truly love you as people. Your expertise, your professionalism, your character, your heart. It's a wonderful thing. And so I just want to take this opportunity to say I thank you all for who you are, for being the leaders, the inspirers, the encouragers, and the supporters that you are. And my life is better because of you. So. Very quickly, I grew up in Atlanta around the whole Dr. King movement. Just so happens my pastor was Dr. Ralph David Abernathy, who baptized me. I was little, but I remember Dr. King being around. I've touched history. And fast forward, when I moved to Durham in 1997, one of my dearest mentors who became a friend and a mentor, his name was he wasn't a doctor, he was Reverend Eaton, Herbert Eaton. Eaton took over Dr. King's church in Montgomery during the Montgomery bus boycott that was mentioned. I keep saying doctor, but Reverend Eaton was the succession of Dr. King's ministry at Dexter Avenue Church. Touching history, his wife, Mrs. Eaton, has been in this room to celebrate the King Day holiday. I don't want to call names because there are too many names and I would be up here for 2 hours. But I can call names about people I can look at right now who have been close to that history. Mrs. Eaton, who lived a few blocks away, would host and tell stories about the movement and her personal experiences. Now, that's a backdrop, and I say that because at the end of the day, all those experiences with Dr. King's family and all those moving parts that I had no idea growing up that I was a part of history, that I could breathe the air and be in a space with people who we learn about and we talk about and we celebrate, I had no idea. It's the same thing that happens with our students. We have no idea who they're going to become. We have no idea who they are going to aspire to be, and we don't see it. They don't see it, but I got to say it. God has a way of making all these things come together. You are a part of this. So I love you for who you are. I really do. Now, that family foundation that I'm speaking of, our guest speaker, I've known her, you're talking about 40 years plus. She breathed the air of the King family. She was with Coretta Scott King as a colleague, as a confidant, as an advisor, as a friend. It goes both ways. That our leaders are definitely those who inspire us, but we also inspire our leaders. It's bi-directional. I could go on and on and on talking about her credentials and who she is. But in order to save time, I said, let's just put it in an insert. It would take too long. But I will say, the way this came about, I was on a Dr. King committee, planning committee from the day I got here. I got here in 2019. And so right away I was part of the planning committee. And I've always, again, appreciated and respected and celebrated our guest speakers. Always wonderful, right? So during the planning committee meeting, we were talking about a guest speaker. And I thought about, wait a minute, I know somebody who actually was there, who can talk about personal relationship kinds of conversations and history and all that stuff. I've got a friend in Atlanta who can do that. And here's the deal. Last January, I went to Atlanta to hear her speak. Keep in mind, we've been friends for years. Think about how you look at your friends. You look at your friends through a lens of, oh, that's my friend. You don't necessarily see how deep they are and what they bring to the table. It's just human nature. I went down to see her speak, and I'm sitting in the audience saying, wow, who is this person? She is good, she is deep, she is thorough, she's academic. She is the one we need today on the 40th anniversary. And I presented that idea, and the committee said yes, and we're here today. So as opposed to talking about all the greatness that she brings, you got this paper, but more than that, you're gonna get to experience her live. You're gonna touch history, and she's gonna touch you, and you're gonna touch her. So I will move out of the way now, and I will introduce my friend, this person who's dynamite, outstanding, great. I celebrate her, I welcome her, and I'm gonna have her take the stage and do her thing. Come aboard.
Good morning, y'all. You'll have to forgive my passion. I tried to skip like 5 people. Sorry about that, Andre. I'm trying to kick you off the stage. Just goes to show how passionate I am about the work that we're doing here. My name is Whitney Young. For those who haven't met me, I have the privilege of running the community health lab that we have had here at Durham Tech since about 2019. My colleague Kareem Glover, he'll speak in a moment, but we've been asked to come up this morning and share about the work that we've been doing on the community health lab in light of celebrating Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And Dr. Tompkins, that was inspirational and insightful and really incredibly appreciative of that. So Dr. King believed that everyone has a responsibility to serve their community and make a positive impact. And he believed that service was a way to address social issues, promote equality, and create a more just society. And we couldn't agree more. Service is at the core of our mission at the Community Health Lab, to serve our students and then also to serve our community. So we focus on serving communities in Durham and Orange counties, but we've also stretched our reach across North Carolina. We target uninsured, underinsured, or low-income populations. All of our services are provided at no cost to participants. We believe in a low barrier model in order to make healthcare accessible to all. We want to break down as many obstacles as we can and be that bridge for these folks. And we work with both children and adults. And we include student learners in all that we do as well. So that includes Durham Tech students, other community college students, undergraduate students from universities and colleges, masters, doctoral level students, and even student learners like medical resident physicians. And we group our work into 3 main projects. So we have Project Sight, which Kareem is going to tell us a little bit more about. That stands for Students Imparting Glasses for Healthy Tomorrows. We have Project MAPS, which is our mobile addiction and primary care services. Through that initiative, we provide primary care, wound care, addiction treatment, and any other connection to care resources that folks may need. And this is predominantly served to the homeless population in Durham. And then we have Project HOPES. This is our holistic offerings of preventative and educational services. So this includes things like sports physicals, hearing screenings, health screenings, dental screenings, and mental health first aid. And within each of these 3 different projects, we have 3 main goals. We want to deliver cross-disciplinary health care, health education, and outreach to the community. We want to equip our workforce with clinical experience and training to broaden their view of healthcare and see community health issues firsthand, resulting in better prepared and empathetic practitioners. And then third, we want to promote health career education and recruitment. So now I'm going to let my colleague Kareem come and tell you a little bit more about Project Sight.
Good morning. Yeah, we're still in morning time. So just a quick moment. I'm going to ask everybody to do me a favor and yourself. Close your eyes and just listen. So this is about student or Project Sight. You can open your eyes and look around. Just by taking one of your senses away, you can see the impact that it has. Many of you are wearing glasses, maybe, or corrective lenses, but we all have the ability to see how impactful it is. It's very interesting that we're discussing Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King today and part of his dream or vision and the ability that we have to see. I have the privilege of sitting here looking out at the crowd, seeing a multitude of different melantones that some of you may or may not have that same ability to see. So what we do here is, with Project Sight, we go out and we try to give the same ability to people who may not have it. It's students imparting glasses for a healthy tomorrow. This healthy tomorrow is mainly geared towards students, our students and the students in the public sector, as we want to give them the ability that everyone else has in order to see, in order to be able to achieve or have the ability to learn effectively. Again, it's something that many of us, we take for granted because we have it. It's only in the position that you don't that you realize the importance of it. So I thank you for your time and your donations, as many of you may have already donated glasses that will help out the students, within the clinic working on, but also there's monetary donations. You can look on the website if you would like to continue to be a part of this project site. Thank you for your time.
Good morning, everyone. So Dr. Kane and I are going to be performing our version of a Billie Holiday classic entitled God Bless the Child.
Before we start, I feel like I should apologize to the people in the front row. They're sitting awful close to a trumpet player.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. Thanks to the generosity of private donors, Durham Technical Community College is proud to offer the I Have a Dream Award to our students each year. This award pays tribute to Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and honors his commitment to equality and justice through nonviolent resistance. This need-based scholarship is available to one non-credit student, one curriculum student, and for the first time this year, one adult high school student. I am pleased to announce that Durham Tech will continue to honor this tradition going forward. Eligible students must demonstrate financial need and show perseverance in their educational journey towards achieving their career goals. We encourage applicants from all backgrounds to apply for this scholarship. The award amount for spring 2025 is $250. The scholarship selection committee was made up of 4 members from different departments within the college, and it was led by Tara Bika, Jennifer Bennett, Stacia Little, and myself, Talicia Hunter. I should have introduced myself first, probably. We thoroughly assess each student's application to verify eligibility, assess financial need, evaluate community involvement, and review their personal essays. Students were tasked with selecting a quote from Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and explaining how it inspired them to fulfill their educational and career aspirations. I am truly honored to introduce our 3 student winners of the I Have a Dream Award for spring 2025. And they will also be invited to the stage to share their personal essays with us today. Our first award recipient is recognized among adult high school students. In addition to the previously mentioned qualifications, adult high school applicants must also be currently enrolled in 2 adult high school courses, have already completed at least 15 adult high school courses, and maintain a GPA of 2.5 or higher. The student chosen as the adult high school winner of the I Have a Dream Award is Adamisha Coker. Please join me in welcoming Adamisha to the stage as she presents her personal essay inspired by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s quote, "Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase." This quote was originally spoken by Dr. King during a speech in New York City on September 12, 1962, commemorating the centennial anniversary of the preliminary Emancipation Proclamation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, a lot of people. My name is Adamisha Coker. I am a student at the Adult High School at Durham Tech Community College, AHS. Today, I am deeply honored to be an award winner of the Martin Luther King Jr. I Have a Dream Award, an achievement that reflects the power of faith, resilience, and opportunity. Dr. King's words, "Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase," resonate deeply with me. My journey from Sierra Leone to the United States embodies this truth. Leaving behind my home, friends, and everything familiar was a difficult step. It was. But the hope of reuniting with my mother and pursuing my dreams gave me the courage to move forward. Adjusting to life in a new country brought many challenges. Adapting to different culture, learning environment, and way of life. Each step requires perseverance, trust in the process. Dr. King's words reminded me that while I may not see the entire path, faith and determination will guide me. Today, I stand before you filled with gratitude. I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to the donors, supporters who made the scholarship possible. Your generosity and belief in students like me inspire us to strive for greatness and overcome obstacles. My dream of completing my education and building a meaningful career are becoming a reality because of the support and encouragement I have received. Thank you for investing in my future and for honoring Dr. King's legacy, which continues to empower us all to dream boldly and act courageously. And how could I forget the ones that set the foundation of academic success, the ones that inspire us to reach beyond our limit. I want to express my deepest appreciation to all the instructors and directors at AHS. Your guidance, encouragement, dedication have been instrumental in my journey. I am forever grateful for the support you have provided. Thank you.
And what a wonderful student and a beautifully written essay you have. Congratulations again. Our next award recipient is for the continuing education category. To be eligible for this award, applicants must be enrolled in non-credit courses that leads to a national certification or credential. Additionally, they should demonstrate financial need and be a valued member of the community. We are proud to announce the continuing education winner of the I Have a Dream Award is Jodalis Gonzalez Acevedo. Jodalis is currently enrolled in the Massage Therapy Continuing Education Program. They will present their personal essay inspired by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s quote, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that," which was spoken during Dr. King's sermon at the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama on November 17, 1957.
Hi everyone. My name is Jodalis. Most people call me Jody though. It's a lot easier. But today's essay is starting with a quote. "Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that." I picked this quote because I firmly believe that now, more than ever, we need to display kindness, light, and compassion towards others. My intention once I complete this program is to help provide relief and heightened body awareness through the form of massage for the transgender community, as well as to those who have had to undergo mastectomies as a part of their breast cancer treatment. Often facing discrimination and limited understanding from the medical and massage community, the transgender community frequently lacks accessibility to healing spaces that take their plight and identities into consideration. My dream is to help bridge the gap in society by providing services to help trans people feel more connected to their bodies, improve mental wellness, and help them heal from top surgery. During my education at Durham Tech, I attended a continuing education course that aimed to bridge the gap between massage therapists and transgender clients by addressing the trans community's rich history and vernacular, as well as introducing me to surgical concepts. Massage has been shown to greatly benefit those who have undergone top surgery by improving scar tissue appearance during post-operative healing, improving skin elasticity before undergoing surgery, and helping decrease stress and anxiety. I believe that working from a place of love and compassion is essential in helping bridge the gap in care for transgender patients, as well as for those who have had to go through the difficult journey of breast cancer treatment. I hope that through working with these communities, I will help improve people's mind-body awareness, as well as help them process any grief or emotions that get physically stuck in their bodies. I do this with the hope that they can then begin to foster a greater appreciation or acceptance of the changes their bodies are undergoing. Thank you, guys.
Our final award recipient is for the Curriculum Student category. To be eligible for this award, applicants must be currently enrolled in a minimum of 6 credit hours of curriculum courses that lead to a degree in their program of study. They must also have already completed a minimum of 9 credit hours of curriculum courses and maintain a GPA of 2.5 or higher. We are pleased to announce that the winner of the I Have a Dream Award in the curriculum category is Navo Bar Ilan. Navo is currently pursuing their associate degree in nursing and unfortunately cannot be with us today as they are fulfilling a required 12-hour clinical shift. However, they graciously provided a video of them presenting their personal essay, which was inspired by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s quote, "Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase." It's a good quote.
Hello everyone, my name is Navo Barilan. I'm 27 years old and I'm currently enrolled in the ADN program at Durham Tech. I would like to thank everyone at Durham Tech for the opportunity to share my thoughts and reflection on this significant day and for letting me record my speech from home so I can attend my clinical rotation on Friday. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase." This quote resonates deeply with me as I pursue my dream of becoming a nurse. In many ways, my journey toward completing my nursing education has mirrored the essence of this quote, taking that first step in the face of uncertainty, trusting that every decision, every challenge, and every lesson will bring me closer to my goal of making a meaningful impact in healthcare. Nursing is a demanding and dynamic field, requiring not only academic rigor, but also compassion, resilience, and the courage to act in moments of uncertainty. As I move through my studies, I often face moments when the path ahead seems unclear, whether it's grappling with difficult coursework or preparing for clinical rotations. At times, I feel overwhelmed by the complexities of healthcare, yet I remind myself of Dr. King's words, "I don't need to see the entire path to success. I only need to take that first step, no matter how daunting it may seem." Dr. King's quote also encouraged me to trust the process. Nursing is not only about mastering medical knowledge, but also about developing the emotional and psychological strength to support patients through some of the most vulnerable moments. As I continue to gain knowledge and experience, I understand that my career will require unwavering faith in my ability to grow and make a difference in the lives of others. In this pursuit, I embrace Dr. King's call to act with integrity and courage, believing that each step, no matter how small, will bring me closer to fulfilling my dream of becoming a compassionate and skilled nurse. Thank you so much, everyone.
Congratulations to our 3 student winners of the I Have a Dream Award, and carry your faith into the next steps of your educational journey, and good luck.
Today, as we reflect on the life and the legacy of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., we're reminded of the song Goodness of God by C.C. Winans. Its lyrics of God's faithfulness, His love, and the power of His goodness in our lives. Reverend Dr. King's unwavering faith in that goodness sustained him through the immense trials, reminding us that even in the darkest of times, God's light can lead us forward. Reverend Dr. King's fight for civil rights was not just a political movement. It was deeply rooted in a belief that the goodness of God could transform hearts, break down walls of hatred, and inspire us to love one another as He loves us. Today, we can see that God's goodness was running after Dr. King as he laid down his life and surrendered all. So, take this journey with us through song, and may it inspire us today as it echoes Reverend Dr. King's message that through faith, perseverance, and unity, we too can and do experience and reflect God's goodness in the world and continue the work of building a just and equal society for all people. And might I add, we are honored to have as the lead for this song, all the way from the West Coast, our own Dr. Angela Davis.
I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause all my life I have been faithful, and all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Oh, yes, I do. In darkest night, you are close like no other. I've known you as a father, I've known you as a friend, and I have lived in the goodness of God. Hey, all my life you have been faithful. Oh Lord, 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 all my life you have been so, so good. Oh Oh my God. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I'm surrendered now. I give you everything. Oh Lord, your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Come on, sing it, y'all. Your goodness is running after, said it's running after me. Give him all the glory, all the honor, all the praise for the rest of your days. Come on, sing it. With my life, I'm surrendered. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after me. Hey, your goodness is running after. My God is running after me. God, thank you for waking us up this morning. God, thank you for giving us our right mind and health, God. Thank you for keeping us safe, God. Thank you for providing us for everything that you do, God. We thank you for what you've done. We thank you for what you're doing. And we thank you for what you will do. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful. Oh, yes, you have. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Oh, I will. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so very good to me. Every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Oh, I will sing. I will sing of the goodness of God. Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Glory. God. Glory to your name, God. Thank you, God. Hallelujah. We love you. Bless his holy name. Glory, glory. All my life, hey, life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so. All my life you have been so good. With every breath, Lord, I will sing of the goodness of God. Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Glory to your name. I will sing the goodness of God. Hallelujah. Thank you, God.
Angela, you don't have to get on the plane next week. You just stay right here. Home. Most of us feel this every day, but if you don't, this is one of those days where you know you are exactly where you are meant to be. I want to first thank our Martin Luther King Choir and the irrepressible Norman Collins for reflecting the very soul of Durham Tech every time you get up here. I want to congratulate our students at Amisha and Journalists right here. Thank you. Know that we are here for you. That is why we are at Durham Tech, and we thank you for being here with us. I want to thank our Martin Luther King Committee, and chiefly Jennifer Bennett and Tara Beek, our chairs. "40 years ago, ARR stood up and said we need to do something. And then it doesn't just happen. Most of us get to come and just sit here and enjoy it. But every year that baton passes to somebody, and that baton of leadership passes to someone, and they've got to take it on. And Jennifer and Tara, thank you for taking on that baton of leadership. And please look in your bulletin for the whole Martin Luther King Committee and what they do to make this happen. Thank you. I want to once again thank our trustees who are here, Trustees Fikes and French and Rochelle Goldberg and Newton and the Reverend Dr. Michael Page, who, and if I'm missing any, Matt Gladdick, I believe, was going to be here, who very much meet the moment and the mission of this college and their service, and we appreciate that on behalf of the community. I want to thank our immediate past Commissioner, Namashina Burns, for coming again, a great supporter of ours, for being here again with us. And then finally, I want to give another thank you to our Congresswoman. I'm also happy that she is joined by Selima Thomas, her District Director, Isaac, who is here with a Special Assistant. But I just want, for you folks who may not know, as a County Commissioner, as a State Senator, and now as our Congresswoman, Valerie Fouché has shown up for Durham Tech and its students. And when you tell a Congresswoman, I don't know if we have a place in the program, and they show up anyway, you know how much she makes this institution her priority. We thank you, and we appreciate you, all your support. I just want to say a few words in closing here, and I really want to pick up on the themes that Dean David Long and Dr. Gregory Nash, and the themes that Dr. Hilda Thompson, you discussed in your master class on the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. And it wasn't just a master class on Dr. King, it was a reminder of our calling, and our calling as educators at this institution. And I appreciate that reminder, that inspiration, but especially that reminder that no matter where we are, what we might have in front of us if we dedicate our time and our talents. And thank you for making this journey. So I just want to end by reflecting that as we learned from Dr. Long, that we were 2 years ahead of this state and this country in celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King's holiday, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's holiday. And as much as we celebrate that, it should really come as no surprise. It should come as no surprise at an institution that was in only 6 communities that decided that as this economy was changing, we needed a new form of education that would give everybody the chance to be prepared and educated for the new opportunities that were to come. At the very founding, we were founded on the principles of equity, and those principles of equity from our founding endure in our mission, in our efforts today, and let there be no mistake. It should come as no surprise for an institution that started with an integrated board, integrated student body, and for the institution that named the first black president in the community colleges in North Carolina. It should come as no surprise that it was an institution that started the Center for the Global Learner, Dr. Bill Ingram's leadership, that recognizing that immigrants and refugees and students of international origin needed a place to feel welcome and belonged, the first of its kind in the state. It should come as no surprise that an institution would start a Martin Luther King holiday 2 years before that in its people and its programs and its partnerships, like the Bowles Life Science Academy focused on disconnected youth, like our adult high school that so ably represented today, our Bridges program focused on formerly incarcerated or at risk of being incarcerated, our affordable housing project, and many others, our Orange Correctional Center courses, that it was an institution that prizes its ability to reflect the needs of its community. And finally, it should come as no surprise that an institution where the one thing students agree on is that the faculty and staff they know are deeply committed to their lives and their personal journeys. And it reminds me that my favorite quote that Dr. King used at a November 1964 speech down the road at Duke University goes like this, where he reminded people in the days that followed the Voting Rights Act that human progress does not roll in on wheels of inevitability, but it comes through the tireless efforts and persistent work of dedicated individuals. The time is always right to do right. And so today reminds us that at Durham Tech, when it comes to justice and equity and opportunity, the time is always right. So I thank our community for being here today. I thank our committee for what you have produced. And now I'd like to invite Dr. Barbara Clark up for our closing prayer and grace. Dr. Clark.
Hi, good afternoon. I think it's officially afternoon now. For those of you who don't know me, Dr. Barbara Clark, I am the newest member of the Organizational Development and Learning Team. I didn't start out here at Durham Tech, but I got here as soon as I could. I'm very honored to read our closing prayer today. This prayer is an excerpt from a Robert Louis Stevenson poem, and the title of that poem, the full title is We Thank Thee. We thank Thee for this place in which we dwell, for the love that unites us, for the peace accorded us this day, for the hope with which we expect the morrow, for the health, the work, the food, and the bright skies that make our lives delightful, and for our friends in all the parts of the earth. Let peace abound in our small company. Amen. And I was reminded to please remind you before we disperse that the lunch is in the Wynn Building, and we would like to encourage you to focus on the fellowship, as takeout containers won't be provided. Thank you all, and just know from my heart, for the MLK committee, I am so honored, and thank you very much for including me.